Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Welcome back. So here how we start off with is I show you the jewelry. You go ahead and choose one, whichever speaks out to you. We have this deep green rosary. Here we have this pink one. Here we have this really flashy red one. Alright, so with that in mind, just make sure you keep it in your head which one you chose, or you're free to change. So, I'm going to start the reading, or more like start shuffling. I don't start the reading until after that. So this time, I brought my little pyramid. I bought this in a mysterious alleyway trying to catch the public transportation here in Addis Ababa. And it was so, like, something as cool as this with these engravings was just on a wooden table with a simple cloth and just someone just selling it. Like, not even a store, not even a legit stand, just somebody decided to put a wooden table on the side of the road and start selling. I love those. They usually have really interesting finds. Alright. So just to explain, I am using Egyptian Cartouche. These are rare cards. They went out of print in 1995, about 25 years ago. They use the symbolism of our Egyptian brothers and sisters back in the ancient times. So they do have small hieroglyphs on the corner of the cards. That's to contain the potent energies depending on that. Excuse me. Alright. Okay. So, without further ado, this reading will be for Aquarius. Okay. So I'm going to put my fingers on the card, channel Aquarius, then let go. Okay. The number I got was 5. Aquarius. Aquarius. I believe that the planets are transitioning from Capricorn to Aquarius. I said 4, right? I'm feeling more like a 5. Maybe I already said 5. Alright. So I am going to, I am going to do the 5-point star spread facing you, the viewer. Here, let me start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I get the feeling that this spread was actually pointing towards me at this point. I don't usually put the 5 here. That's so interesting. Why? Why did that happen? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this around facing you. Okay, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this lotus is like this. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's see how this turns out. Aquarius. Yeah. Always the one that wants to shake things up, the one that wants to stand out. Okay, so first off, what I have here in the nature of the problem, situation, or question is Sphinx. But before I get into it, let me show you exactly what is the order and how I do this reading. So here, I start off with nature of the problem, situation, or question. cause of the problem, reason for asking, point of interest, factors to be considered, advice, comment given, end result, outcome, conclusion. So it goes like, all right. So same thing would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what I'm getting from the nature of the problem, situation, or question is reverse Sphinx. Sphinx, we usually remember Sphinx as the one that made the riddle, that presented the riddle, and people were trying to figure out the answer. And if they didn't, then they paid with their lives. In this case, Sphinx was more considered discretion. Sphinx was the guardian that stayed silent and stayed still, but was still as ferocious. To have it reversed in the nature of the problem, situation, or question, I'm getting the feeling that there's lack of discretion in something. Something is bothering you, or something is aggravating the situation, in the sense where there is a lack of respect in how one used their words. That's what I'm getting. Here, reason for asking, we have thought, Thoth. Doesn't matter how you say it, it still means the same thing. This is the God of wisdom. He was the scribe. I believe he had the head of the ibis, a bird that I am so thankful to see up flying in the sky now. But in this case, these two snakes were supposed to represent the duality circling the center. Reason for asking in this case, from what I'm getting, is that the inquirer is searching some kind of knowledge or wisdom about the situation. Thought is I guess you would put it, the thinker, but thought isn't always the kind of person or God that would give you the solution right away. Instead, the kind of God thought is it would teach you through action, teach you through example. In this case, what I'm getting here is the reason for asking is the wisdom and knowledge about how to go in this kind of situation, or lack of discretion and respect. Interesting. Factors to be considered is Uraeus. Uraeus, upright. She is the silent goddess. She is the snake, the one that stays still, that observes. She is the one that gives justice as well, patron goddess of the mountains as well. But to have her reverse means that in the factors to be considered, what I'm getting is some kind of like a what goes around comes around. Okay? What goes around comes around. When she is upright, she is swift justice. When she is reverse, to me, she is karma. All right. And here we have, for the advice or comment given, is winged disc. Winged disc, for me, is a beautiful symbol. The wings that carry you higher, the sun that is consistent. For me, winged disc represents evolving. So to have it reverse, it's a message. I don't like to take reversals as a bad thing. It's just a message within a message. And in this case, the message that I'm getting is make sure that in this situation, you are the one that's growing. Meaning, in using the observation and staying silent and doing the observations necessary so that you can conduct this disrespect, this discretion with integrity, you have to also check yourself. Check yourself in this situation. This is a call to look deep inside yourself and to make sure you clean out anything that needs to be cleaned. And now Lotus. Here we have Lotus as the conclusion. Beautiful conclusion. Lotus is the flower that grows from the murky, muddy depths, creeps up, and then as they finally get to the water surface, spread out the leaves so that the flower doesn't even touch the water. Very beautiful here. It's talking about peace, inner peace, external peace, however you want to do it. It's the guidance to do the right thing. So, overview. Here we have disrespect, discretion. Lack of discretion. The reason for asking is the wisdom on how to go about this. Factors to be considered is karma. Here, the advice or comment given is to check yourself, continue to grow, nurture yourself in your internal growth. And for Lotus, taking all of these in mind, leaning toward these inclinations, there is a peace. Beautiful. All right, Aquarius, so I hope you remember the one you liked. There's a specific message for you depending on which one you chose. So here, if you chose this, the message that I have for you, this is a rosary. It doesn't have specific colors to a god or goddess, which is what I usually do. But there is a story behind each rosary. This rosary is the rosary that they use in Islam. Okay. Your family is important. You're not alone. If there's any help that you need, your family is there for you. And also, if the stress is too much, you need to take care of that too. Because your family can help you. Or your friends. Your friends are chosen family. So in this case, this is telling me that if the fire is burning too hot and your wax is melting to the point where you can't control it, it's time to take a break from everything if you can. All right, Aquarius. And here we have this sweet pink rosary. This is the one you chose. The message that I have for you is be generous. Be generous in what you can with what you have. I think it's linked to Uranus in some way, karma, but it seems like it's giving me the message that it's your turn to give back if there's any way you can. Okay? And this flashy one, this one, interestingly enough, it's saying, please take care of your passions. And what I mean by this is, if you are passionate about something, if you get passionate in an argument, in some kind of internal conspiracy that you have in your head, this one is reaching out to me, trying to tell you to find ways to chill yourself out, okay? And I don't mean in an escapism. If there's any way that you can find a routine or a habit that calms you, that brings you back to center, this one is telling me please do that. Don't let your passions swerve you around in the current. Beautiful, Aquarius. Okay, well, I hope that helps. I really do hope that you get the peace that you're searching for. Thank you so much for watching. May you please go in peace.